Hello everybody. It's Fabrice Afada. I've been a part of this project, this wonderful project about Internet of Things. We have been talking and exchanging with the team, trying to find what's interesting about the subject. So we went through a couple of subtopics which brought a lot of interest and we learned like you can see in our home presentation. Internet of Things has changed our life. It changed our life because everything today works with internet. Even our water and light are sometimes connected to internet. It depends of what kind of connection people have got in their life, what kind of lifestyle, and what kind of life people like. It's about view. People have got different view. So like I was saying, it's really wonderful. You can see. I really encourage you to go through our website and look at this wonderful work made by my team. It was really good, and I will go a little quick to present you the team so you know exactly what did what. We got Zachary Spitler, who working on artificial intelligence and machine learning. That was also wonderful, interesting. We're gonna go through it very soon. Also, we got Joseph Franz, who talking about advantages and concerns of using or applying Internet of Things in our life. And then we got Andre Hardy. He worked on manufacturing. Like I say, Internet of Things has changed our life in every situation. Myself, I work in manufacturing, and I know how much everything is all ordered by the computer. Everything. Before, people used to push, people used to pull. Today, computer push and pull, and people are sometimes just there to just watch. So you're gonna learn a little more on that. Myself, I will talk also about Dwayne Freeman. He talking about how Internet of Things changed the world of communication. I will be really, I have to say that if some French words came out, really sorry, I speak French fluently. So sometime when I try to speak and some French words comes out, it's just natural. So here I am. I am Fabrice Fata, like I told you in the beginning, and I will be developing in this project about home and IoT or Internet of Things. So I will be developing and talking about that. I got some references and some really interesting video. And we got also Carlos Oquendo Pagan, who talked a little bit about the interaction of Internet of Things in our healthcare system. And also he talked a lot on these topics. We're gonna go back on that. So I'm gonna go straight back in the beginning. Here we see that Joe Franz, he wanted to explain a little bit about advantages of Internet of Things in our life. And you can see there is a picture of security, which is a really major thing. And we gonna figure out this is the basis of us using Internet of Things, especially in our house. We use just not for internet entertainment. Oh God, I'm sorry. I guess you understand the word. like I say, it's mostly entertaining people, not just there, but people also use internet to make sure that their house is safe, their family are safe, they can be connected with their family, or they can assist them if anything goes wrong. So, in the same time, you can see that I know exactly because I'm the one who put it that link. There are also security concerns. We're gonna jump right in the security concern of which Joe talked about, and here Joseph talked about what concern we got in the security about security. I will say it widely, just so you understand that it's a good thing that we have Internet of Things, but also in the same time we do have issues that may rise with that. By using it, people's privacy are jeopardized at some point. People are hacked, and there are many things that you may want. And there is a wonderful video right there of Ken Munder, which was also cited by me, but this time it was not a video. I went through his website, and he's a really a well-known guy in about he really knows the subject. He knows a lot about designing home security, and he gives a really good advice, and you really need to go through and please learn about that. So like I said, we had a wellness which was presented by Carlos Oquendo. He boasted a little bit about what the Internet of Things, and like you know, Internet of Things is a term used to describe web-enabled devices that collect, send, and act on data they receive. So these are machinery, that interaction between machine and people, and between machine and machine, but in our daily life. So it also affects in a positive way our healthcare system. Doctors today are able to go through your medical record online. They can send you medication online. They can assist you online. Recently, I was sick. I didn't go. I had televideo with a doctor which prescribed medicine for me, and I got healed. So these are the good thing of Internet of Things. We use it in our daily life. Let's move on. We're going to move on and talk about artificial intelligence, which was developed by Zachary Spiter. And you know, Internet of Things, that's the deepest, the soul of it. When they talk about artificial intelligence, and then Internet of Things are changing things every day. Things are developing. They are upgrading. Updates are coming every day. We see that even our computer, there is upgrade. Not just our computer, there is also upgrade in our TVs and old phone and stuff like that. So these are things that you should know that affect positively our life on a daily basis. I see that he integrated some numbers which shows how much people are using internet today, and that's in billion. Okay, that's in billion, and that's really by 2025 there will be more, almost 75 billion user dollars in connect I mean billion, 75 billion devices connected within people. So we're gonna see that communication. Let's go on. Let's move on. We got less time. So machine to machine, it's that when that kind of machine interact together, and you can see that in the manufacturing. Like I said, I work in the manufacturing. I live that every day. So that facilitates people to not be pushing and pulling all the time. The machine are doing the job, and we are just watching and giving order to the machine to execute. So that's one of the things that you need to watch out and learn too. So we're gonna go to the manufacturing. That's my world. Like I say, manufacturing has been improved in a really good way. Cost reduction, mass customization, the production has improved. People can produce more goods in a short times, and improve safety. You know, there are light curtain. Machine tells you that this is dangerous. The machine tells another machine to stop because they have been an interruption. So these are improvement, and there is a video like over there, and you can also watch. So let's go to the subject that I developed. So what about it? I wanted to talk about interaction of IoT in our home. So home is where we live every day. So we need to secure it. People are concerned. Okay, people are concerned about what's going on in my house, what can happen. So people install camera, people install alarm, people install all that kind of stuff. So if you go in that page, and you're gonna see that I developed it. I talk a little bit about what a home security system may bring to your life, to my life. So we are all every day. People use a lot of stuff. Like I said, people use different techniques. Before we use dogs to watch our house. Today, computer watch our house. Camera connected to internet can tell you who have been in your house, and that's very interesting. Okay, but very interesting. And in the end, I conclude that home security has been a concern for centuries. And with the development of Internet of Things, it's more than normal to take advantage of this technology. People are using that. I watch my kids from my job through my phone, through the security camera that I have. I can see who opened and when my garage door opens. So these are wonderful things that you will really enjoy if you learn a little more about Internet of Things. So there is not just about security part of it. It's also about the cost of life. The cost of life is improved by managing your utility through Internet of Things. People can now order the lights to go off when they are not there, when there is no movement, when there is no light. So the internet can tell your light to go off when it's daytime. So these are improvements that we got in our life through Internet of Things. And it was so wonderful subject. I love this subject. I've learned a lot. Unfortunately, I got just 15 minutes to talk about this, but in global, I want to say that this has been a wonderful subject. So let's move on. I always also talked about sorry, I wanted to go, about pros and cons of Internet of Things. There are pros and cons on any concept of life. But on this, I will say shortly that the pros are, like I say, that easy way of living that we got through Internet of Things that allow us to be going on without getting tired, without being exposed to a safety hazard, because the machine is doing it for us, because the machine is warning you. That's a good thing. But the cons are also the privacy side. The privacy side, that's a real concern. It's a real concern for everybody. You know, we are American. We are here in America, and privacy is something important. But by you using and applying Internet of Things in your life, you are also more exposed to hacks. Those hackers can hack your phone just because you are connected through Internet. They can hack your computer. They can hack your security system. So that's the cons. But what we can do, this is making our life easier. My advice would be just try to use it the best and try to minimize any security concern by doubling security, by getting the right material, by upgrading. All that improve our life. And like I say, you really need to read and go through our website, and you will find so wonderful stuff. You know, you're gonna find this wonderful stuff. I really appreciate your time to listen to me, and I see you next time. Internet of Things, He goes all over our life.